Yo, well, good evening, dearie. No, you're just in time. Well, I've just gotten back myself, and I'm setting everything up to make the pot. Well, the simmer pot, of course. Didn't you read my letter? The energy around here has been less than ideal for far too long, and I think it's high time we dealt with it, don't you? Good, I'm glad you agree. Now get your notebook out. You can follow along and do this yourself when you get home. I tell you, there's nothing like a good simmer pot bubbling away on the stove, filling the air with all sorts of warm smells to get the energy moving and break up blockages. No, there's nothing in it like that. Like I said, I just went into the city to pick up supplies. Everything that I have in this you can find at your grocery store. Just make sure you get a decent quality, dear. The first thing you want to do is have your pot filled with water and sitting next to you on the counter. No, there's no need to get it hot yet. Well, you don't want it to start steaming until everything is good and ready. Then I like to slice my lemons. Make sure you take the sticker off first, though. Stickers aren't any good for workings like this. Oh, only about 1/4 of an inch thick. Slice it into rounds, then just plop 'em in. Well, the lemons bring acidity and brightness. They'll cut through the crud in your life like they cut through the crud on the stovetop. They're just like little wheels of sunshine. I add my oranges next, for a lot of the same reasons, but for a bit of sweetness with it. Just cut 'em into circles, dearie. Well, since we're not eating any of this, we don't need to worry quite as much about washing or handling them safely. Yo, I suppose you could drink the water from a simmer pot, but I can't really recommend it. All that citrus rind makes it incredibly bitter, and there's so much water in it that it tastes like a very weak tea. I can't possibly recommend it, but it certainly won't hurt you. Yo, yes, dearie, we've got a ways to go. Cut the apples up the same way if you don't mind. You want a good, firm apple for this. None of the so-called delicious varieties that are really just glorified horse food. I recommend going for a good Granny Smith apple like this one. They're the perfect mixture of sweet and tart. They're nice and aromatic, and they don't cost much. They hold together for a good long time as well while they're simmering away in the pot. Make sure you cut them along the equator, dearie. so you get the nice little star in the center of all of your slices. And that's it for the knife. Just put it in the sink, dearie. The fruit is the base, but we need to add a little spice to it. First off, I like to add 13 whole cloves, but it really doesn't matter the exact number. Just a handful is fine if you don't feel like counting them out. I just prefer to add certain numbers of things. Yes, very, very good. Then you take 5 cinnamon sticks and you drop them straight into the water. Not enough people use straight up cinnamon sticks anymore, and that really makes me a little sad. Sure, the ground cinnamon you get in stores is perfectly fine, but grating it fresh yourself really does make it taste different. And cinnamon, as far as magical workings go, is a very hot ingredient, but it's also a sweet one, so you can speed up the cleansing and cutting through without worrying about any nasty side effects. Then I'd top it all off with some fresh rosemary and bring it to a boil. No, there's no need to take it off the stalk for this. You can just drop the whole little branch in. No, you don't want to leave it at a boil. You'll waste all those good smells, and the water will evaporate too quickly. Get it up to a boil, and then lower the heat so it's just barely bubbling and steaming. A good-sized pot should last you most of the day, but keep an eye on it, dearie. You don't want all the water to boil out, because then the sugars from the fruit will burn in the bottom of your pot and smell terrible. That would ruin all the work we just put into it and defeat the entire purpose of making your house. No, when the water gets low, just top it off, and you can use the same pot for a few days or until it doesn't smell nice anymore. Once you're done, you can just dump it out, but I do recommend saving a little jar full of it. I wouldn't wash anything that will stain with it, but you can use it to clean a tool before you start working with it, or sprinkle it across your front steps, and it will have all the same benefits as the ingredients you put into it, with the benefits of not having to keep the fresh ones. Especially if you simmer it all together long enough, and everything will just fall apart in the pot. Just run it through some cheesecloth before you bottle it, otherwise you might end up with some bits that'll mold. Oh, such a good spell, and a surefire way to keep your space happy and safe for a good long while. It's very beginner friendly too, and there's no way it can backfire. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some deep breathing to do. All this steam is great for the skin. How do you think I've kept my young, girlish looks this long? Well, thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad you like it. Go on home now, and make this for yourself sometime. Your aura looks like it needs it.